to from a table to a graph, so a continuation of yesterday, but have I taught you anything about an equation yet? No, so that's the new part. Homework is just your even numbers, and then I'm starting to work on your test, Lupita. I'm starting to work on your test for this. Basically, your test is gonna look like
a test.
Yeah, like page 5 or 6 that we already did in our packet. Is the math going to be the same? No, but is it going to be the same format? Yes. So remember, I record, and if you see a YouTube video posted on the class modules, you know that I taught something new. I always record, okay, and try to post it as soon as you guys leave. So, yeah. Make up Alex this week. All right. Let's take out your packet. Take out your packet. Give me 1 second. We finished 13 yesterday. You uploaded, you got double stamps, uploaded it to Canvas. Good job. If you were absent yesterday, 13's due. Now we're on to page 14.
14? Yup.
I got to teach you something, then you do it on your own, and you upload what you did on your own, right? That's usually the lessons. I'll do some in my notebook. This is considered like the notebook notes. Then you're on your own. Then you upload. Okay. Who can tell me what the unit rate is on page 14 at the top real quick? Alex?
1 and 1.25.
Wow. How did you know that so fast?
Because it says right there.
What do you mean right there? Where?
X and Y.
Yes, where? Where should I focus my attention?
Table.
On the table.
On the table? Exactly where on the table?
1 and 2.
Yeah. Well, 1.
1 and 125.
Yes. So when someone is nice enough to give you the 1, they just gave you the what?
Answer.
The answer. The, what do we call it?
Answer. The answer.
To what?
The rate.
To what kind of rate?
Unit rate.
The unit rate. So if they give you the 1, they gave you the unit rate. If they give you the 1, they give you the unit rate without doing any math. You don't have to divide. They did the division for you. Now, if they didn't give you the 1, then you would have to divide these, which is what you're going to do on the test. You're going to have to divide these without a calculator. So on number 4 on the do now, you had to divide without a calculator because I'm trying to help you practice for your test. That's going to have no calculator. All right, yep. So what's 0? 0. Okay, now, how do I get what 2 is? What do I have to do? But I don't really want to multiply.
Yeah,
You just add 1. You just add 25 plus 1.25.
Yeah, what if I don't want to multiply? I want to add. So I can just add 125 plus 125, and that will give me my 2. So go ahead and do that while I find some water to drink.
2.5. I mean, yeah.
Write it down, write it down.
Yeah, you just keep going until you get to 10.
Without the calculator, because calculators won't be there on the test. So Mel, did you figure it out?
Oh, yeah.
So what's 125 plus 125?
250.
250. So that goes in this one.
Can we technically put 2.5?
Yeah. Do I need to do anything for 3 and 4?
No.
How do I get to 5?
Add 5 plus 1.25.
All right, we can do that.
Oh.
Now, for those of you who are ahead of me, what kind of story should I write?
1 bag
The
of
cost?
chips at Mechanic costs 1.25.
That's smart.
Very smart because it actually does cost 1.25.
So I've heard that your chips now cost $1.25. But what if I don't want you to use 1 in your sentence? I don't want you to use the unit rate.
2 bags of chips cost 2.50.
So you see how he changed it to 2 is 250? So my request is that you don't use the 1 in your story because that gives it all away, right? So your story should always be another number, another pair. I'm going to use 4. The cost of 4 blanks is $5. The cost of 4 blanks is $5. What do you want to fill the blank with?
Chips.
Chips? Okay, cool. Oh, I kind of skipped. Sorry. Who can raise your hand and tell me what goes next to the 5?
625.
Dylan.
625. I'm sorry, Ed.
Raise your hand if you want to tell me what 6 is. Alex.
7.50.
Okay. Now, the 10, which I see some of you left it blank. Not naming names, but I see some of you leaving it blank. Okay. Who can tell me, there's a couple ways. Who can tell me how can I fill out the 10? What's one way?
10 times 1.25.
So
No.
1.25 times 10 would give you the 10. What's another way of doing it? Other than multiplying, doing it this way.
Add 1.25 times 10 times.
You can continue adding the 125 until you hit the 10.
No.
That's a different way of doing it.
Oh.
What's a third way? Yes?
X theory.
Huh?
X theory.
Okay, be serious.
Yes.
You could start from 6 and go.
Yeah, you can continue adding the 125 all the way until you get to 10. Yes. Here's a shortcut that some of my first
Add
year
from the 6 and go to 10.
start from the 6 and go to 10. Yes. Okay. What's the relationship between 5 and 10?
2. So 5 plus 5.
Times 2, right? So what should I do to 625?
Make it 10 by 2.
Multiply by 2.
Oh.
So I started showing you some of you one-on-one yesterday, the shortcut. It's a really good way to do math fast if you can handle it. So what's 5 times 2 is 10. So what's 625 times 2 or 625 plus 625?
13.5.
12.5. So $50
Yeah.
cents.
What's 625 plus 625?
$12.50.
Yep.
1250. That would give you your 10. So if you see the relationship here from 5 to 10, do it that way. And you can always do that. Depending on this number, you can use the top numbers.
I got 13.
Well, now you know that it's 625 plus 625. And what's 625 plus 625?
13. No.
No, 12.50.
All right.
With one number off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 125, 250. $6.25. Dalil, let's keep going.
I'm done with
Keep doing. And then you have your dots.
Yeah.
This is money. Oh, and then some kid on your test, Oscar and everybody, I have you type in what is X and what is Y, like right next to it. So Y would be my money, so I would type in money. And then what is my X? My X is whatever you want it to be. 4 cost $5. I can say Hot Wheels. So 4 Hot Wheels cost $5. So my X would be Hot Wheels. You can make it whatever you want. Some of you said chips. I'm going to do Hot Wheels. I don't think I did Hot Wheels before in this packet. I have my dots. You will be graphing on your test. I will be checking everything. Be checking your dots. Did you label it here? Did you label it there? Did you go up? Did you count correctly here? There's a lot of things I have to grade on this test.
this is all straight lines.
Yes, eventually it won't be straight lines, and then we have issues. Then there we have a problem. In 7th grade, they should all be straight lines. When they're not straight lines, we have to do some investigation. Why are they not straight lines? It's pretty cool. And then in high school, your lines are U's and V's. And then in if you get there, then they start going like this. Radio waves. You don't even know what those are, radio waves. Yep. Okay, are we okay with this? So all of this is on your examen and more. Okay, the bottom one. Quick, what's my unit rate? Check.
80 cents.
How'd you do it so fast?
Because I was with my team.
Didn't we all? Look at that right there. Tells you all, right? So this tells you that my unit rate is 80 cents. Okay? If they give you the 1, you should be happy. because they don't always give you the 1. So when they do, they know we're going to do it. So what do I keep adding each time?
80 cents.
80 cents each time. What cost 80 cents?
Nothing.
Seriously.
A water.
Bubble
Nothing from the 99
Not
cents.
even bold. A singular piece of
99 cents.
Oh yeah, a little water bottle, you know? This is big one.
45 actually.
Little ones.
Maybe the little ones.
Why did I use it?
One egg. No. One
Alex,
One rock.
you're checking the time. There's a clock right there. And there's a clock over.
It's 11:26. No, it's 10:40.
It's 10:41. 10:42.
Well, they closed it.
It's 10:42.
Okay. Okay, quiet down. I want you to finish the 80 cents one. Keep adding by 80 cents. Let's go. 80 cents without a
It's still
calculator.
recording.
Yes, it is. You're right. Keep going. 80 cents, 80 cents. Let's go.
I got 160.
80 cents plus 80 cents without a calculator. This is how it's going to be on your test. That's a decimal to add without a calculator. 80 cents plus 80 cents. Very good.
117.
You can also multiply by 8. What's 8 times 2? 16. That would be your answer.
I think I did something wrong here. I put 1.70.
3 times 8. What's 2 times 8? Show me how you added 80 cents plus 80 cents. Like 8 plus 8.
8 plus 8 is 16.
Alright, so
I don't know how I got 17.
I don't know either. You didn't show work, so I can't help you. You guys don't show work, it's very hard to see where you made your mistakes. When you show work, it's a little bit easier for us to see. Okay, the cost of 4 blanks is $3.20.
4 singular balloons.
What?
4 balloons.
4 balloons?
But like the little ones. No, we can't. Or like we can't afford nothing in this economy.
It's terrible.
As a businessman, yes, there's a lot of inflation.
Stickers are 80 cents?
No.
Oh no, they're
Like
a dollar.
I saw them for $5.
One kiss. One kiss.
Hershey's Kiss?
Hershey's
They're
kiss.
like $1.20.
Nah.
1 M&M?
Well,
No, not even like 90 cents.
Nerds? 1 nerd?
26 cents. Okay, we can afford it.
The nerds? The candy?
The candy.
Oh, there's like 1 nerd. 1 mini-sized Snickers. No,
One-
that's $1.20.
inflation is
Airhead? Not party size. What is it called? The small ones?
Fun size?
Fun size? Ain't nothing fun about it.
party size. And then king size, they're like $2.
Mm-hmm.
And then including Mr. Beast.
Okay, so 80 cents plus 80 cents plus 80 cents plus 80 cents.
I don't like 80 cents. Math. I like math.
Dude, this is real world math. You're gonna go to the store and be like, okay, I have $3. Can I buy 2 things that cost 80 cents?
Yeah. No, tax.
Plus tax.
And plus tip.
Oh, yeah, you can only get
You
one
don't need to add tip.
So we're on page 12. We're gonna go back and I'm gonna teach you an equation with the information from page 12. We did page 12 yesterday, so you should all know the answer. Okay, equations are always, you will always start with a y equals. Always start with y. Then you are going to use the unit rate after the equal sign. And then the last thing I write is an x. So in order to write an equation, you will write y equals, then your unit rate, then your x. Okay? The only thing that changes is what I wrote in red. This red is what changes. What's in green will always be the same. So let's look at page 12 at the top. What is my unit rate for page 12? 3. So on top of the graph, because there's a lot of room right here, I'm going to say y equals what? 3x. Is there anything else I have to write? No. So my equation would be y equals 3x. Why? Because my unit rate is 3. So to write equations, all we have to do is start with y equals, then your unit rate, and then x. And that's it. That's how you write equations for these. In 8th grade, it changes a little. Your equation changes. In high school, it changes. But this is your first day of writing equations that start with y. In high school, they get a little longer, a little bit more complicated. But this is your first day in math that you will write an equation. Y equals 3x. Notice that there's 2 letters, right? Usually there's 1 letter and we solve for x, right? This one, there's 2 letters, y and x. Does anybody know why there's 2 letters?
No.
Does anybody know why it's y and x?
Y and X.
Why is it y and x? Yes.
Because the X means the like the product, and the Y means the money.
Usually, not always. It's going to change in a second, but yes. Why else is it y and x?
Because why always those percent X?
Wait, can I say?
Yes.
Can I say?
Yes.
Because the Y is the like something going up, and the X is something going sideways.
What?
Okay. It's the graph.
The X is next to the Y in the
Okay.
alphabet.
When you graph, what is this line always? X. What is this line?
Y.
Y. In the table, what are the letters always here? X and Y. So these are all based on X and Y from a graph, a table. All right, page 13. Turn to page 13. Quick. Page 13 on the top. What's my equation for the top one on page 13?
2.5.
That would be a unit rate. I want an equation.
Y equals 2.5.
Oh my gosh, stop. Julio, please save us right now. What is my equation for the top one?
Y equals 2.5x.
Oh my god. I knew.
So, at the top of your graph, you're going to go y equals 2.5x. So now the missing component is your equation. Why do I say 2.5? Because that's my unit rate. We always start with y. So when I ask you for an equation, the first thing out of your mouth should be y equals. All right, what's my equation for the bottom one on page 13? What's my equation for the bottom one?
Y equal 5.5.
5.50.
No, 5.5 or 5.50. 5.5.
Yes.
X. It's the same thing.
Oh.
All right, what's your equation for page 14?
I'm not there yet.
Y equals
14, the one we just did.
Y equals 1.5X.
Okay, so write it over here where your graph is. It's the cleanest area. So your equation for page 14, y equals 1.25x. What's your equation for the bottom one?
Y equals 80 cents X.
Yeah. Y equals 0.80 or 0.8x.
Y.
Easy? So all your equations are built on your unit rate. All your equations are built with your unit rate. In 8th grade, it changes a little. And in high school, it changes. But this is your first day ever writing an equation using a unit rate. Oscar, yes?
What does A for 9th grader like how do they write it?
Let's say a basic 9th grader, we'll write it as y equals, let's say, 2x plus 5. That's their equation. So their equations have a little extra. They have a unit rate for us, and then they have something else. You guys in 7th grade, you're just dealing with y equals unit rate x. In 7th grade, that's how we write equations. That's it. Will they ask you this maybe on the math test? Maybe. All right. So, according to my calculations, we have 6 minutes left. In those 6 minutes, you're going to do the top of page 15. Top of page 15. I want the equation. Once you get it, I want the equation up here.
$9.
Okay? Now, guys, did I give you the 1?
No.
No. So am I going to have you work for the 1?
Yeah.
Yes. What's the first thing you have? So I give you this. What do you have to do with these two
Divide.
numbers? Divide. Do you know how many people second period did not know that they had to divide these two numbers? It was sad. It was
I
sad.
feel bad for you, Ruth.
Good. Thank you. Appreciate that.
For
Now
real?
you do the work. Make me feel better. Okay. What number goes inside the box?
9.66.
What number goes outside?
3.
All right. Go.
$3.